Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about the astrology for December 2022. That's right, December 2022 is going to be amazing energy, and we're kind of facing the last 30 days of 2022, and so I've already even started doing my videos for January 2023, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're almost there. But let's talk about the astrology so you can find out what energy is going to be affecting us in December, so you can be aware, especially as we go to holiday parties and events and that sort of thing, and kind of the year-end stuff, which ones are going to be affecting you and which ones are not, and which ones may be affecting the other people around us. Let's go. Here we go. Let's start with December 1st. We've got a Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius squaring off against Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Let's see. The square is all about kind of like creating two different parts of where we want to go with this. But this can also kind of like make us feel like an internal war of kind of like, where are we going? We're going to go for this one. We're going to go for that one, and kind of making that perfect square for us of kind of energy. Where are we going to go? Let's see. Mercury is our planet of communication, and it's one of those like, where are we going with this energy? Where is this going to end up? And it's in the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about kind of this like friendly, open-minded energy, but it's also got this like arrow sharp laser focus of where do we want to go. So it's one of those, what do we have to say? What are those laser focused energies that's Sagittarius is giving us to communicate? Where is that energy? Where is that communication coming in at, and what do we exactly have to say? And that's going off against Neptune, which is our planet of daydreams and alternate worlds kind of energy. And it's in the sign of Pisces, which is all about kind of our two fish kind of flowing together. But if you think about it, they're flowing in different directions. Where is Neptune going to push your energy in this one? Where are you going to feel led? And it's kind of, then you kind of get into that square of them two squaring off. This can be a very confusing aspect. This can kind of distort our important facts of kind of like, okay, I forgot to say this, or this was something I really came into your office to tell you, and then it's like all gone, all gone. So this can also bring in getting some straight answers from people, kind of like that Sagittarius of energy of kind of like, this is what I have to say to you and I deserve an answer. These are going to be coming in really strong and fast on this December 1st energy of kind of like, these are the answers I require knowing. These are the answers I require getting an answer to. I deserve this. So that can be an amazing energy for us. We also have kind of like that daydream of energy of kind of like, where do I want to go? And this is really important because it's right at the beginning of December. So it's kind of like, what is my December going to look like? But then also, what is my 2023 year going to look like? Here we go. Also on December 1st, we also have Venus in the sign of Sagittarius sextiling against Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Sextiles are all about like spurring each other on, cheering each other on, like where are we going to go, and kind of creating new opportunities of what's coming in next. Venus is our planet of love and details, and kind of sometimes like telling other people or kind of directing them what they got to do or where they need to go in the sign of Sagittarius, which is friendly and open-minded, but it also has that directness to it. So you're going to see a lot of people getting that direct energy today. Then we've got Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn is our planet of structure and restructure and infrastructure and kind of like our foundations of things. And that is in the sign of Aquarius, which is our revolutionary kind of incentive, very intelligent but very unpredictable at the same time. Where is this coming in? This pairing really encourages us to take a common sense approach to things, to any relationships or any kind of new ideas that are coming in and that we want to last. What are those new ideas or relationships we really want them to last? This is a good day for making super serious long-term commitments. This is kind of getting ready for that Mercury going into retrograde in just a little bit. So this is energies coming up. This is one of the things I'll tell you that you got to get done today. Mercury's going into retrograde really, really soon, and we've got to kind of get this energy flowing in the right direction and getting our calendar set for the next 3 months or so, kind of getting that energy. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, make sure that you connect to my Mercury in retrograde video coming out, and you will understand exactly where I've gone. I think it actually came out a few days ago, so it's there. Next, let's talk about December 3rd. We have Neptune goes direct in the sign of Pisces. It is not out of retrograde yet. It is just out of full retrograde. It's going to be in that post shadow energy and kind of pulling that up. So like I said, Neptune is all about those daydreams and kind of affecting our energy. It will still be affecting our daydreams and our nightmares as well. Sometimes you'll get like those strange dreams in Neptune, and you'll kind of be like, where are we going with this? This is what it's talking about. These are the energies of kind of like, where do you want to go with this? What do you want to create in this? And it's been in this flowing energy of Pisces for quite a while. And so we're going to start seeing ourselves pulling back from our fantasy world and kind of getting back into the mundane of energy of things that we need to finish up for the end of the year, things that we need to do. The world, once again, has Neptune to rescue us. Kind of, it's been rescuing us from our, 2023 or 2022 year, but as we move into 2023, it's going to be lightening its energy as it gets further and further into post shadow energy. It is a good time to use our compassion and our love of other things to kind of bring in a new level of kindness and a new level of amazing energy into our world. It's going to be really important as we kind of go through these last few weeks of 2023. Also on December 3rd, we have Venus in the sign of Sagittarius squaring off against Neptune and Pisces. So squares are all about kind of like pushing each other, kind of like this great competition of which one's going to win and pushing each other to do our very, very best. Venus is our planet of love and details and moving forward. And it's in the sign of Sagittarius, which is all about kind of like pushing that arrow energy of like, where do we want to focus? Where do we want to go into next? This is really important. And it's squaring off against Neptune in the sign of Pisces. And like I said, Neptune is our planet of daydreams and kind of like that ulterior, kind of like the different levels of energy or dimensions that we are kind of like, I'd rather daydream instead of do all of this. In the sign of Pisces, which is all about that flow, but it can also make us flow into wrong directions. Putting a date to hold for a moment of just kind of like putting some dates down to kind of hold some time over the next few weeks of kind of this energy kind of coming at us a couple of times over and over again. It's one of those, this is a kind of time to also kind of set our dating life on the side for a little bit of kind of trusting ourselves, kind of under this aspect, opportunities for deception. So you're going to see a lot of deception of kind of like sleight of hand, that magical hand of like, it's not really here. You're going to see that coming up and kind of that Neptune energy of like, let's hide from the truth. Let's hide from reality. Yet I will tell you that this is going to be a really strong one, and you're going to see this. Both Pisces and Sagittarius are global signs, so they're going to be affecting a lot of people. So this is going to be on a global aspect that you're going to see this energy. You are going to see these energies really affecting a lot of people, and this could go into state governments, regions, areas, United States, other countries, kind of like you're going to see that deception hand coming around to work on things. Next, let's move into December 6th. We have Mercury in the sign of Sagittarius squaring Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. And remember that square is all about kind of like cheering each other on. Mercury, our planet of communication in Sagittarius, which is all about that friendly, open-minded kind of energy, but it's also going to be giving that direction of that arrow, just here we go. This is going to be squaring off against Jupiter, which is our planet of growth and expansion, in the sign of Pisces, which can either be a flow of energy or could be kind of like we're going in different directions. We're flowing the wrong direction, definitely. This is going to be kind of a difficult one. For almost everybody today. Like I said, both of these signs are very global signs. People may be working under alternative motives, maybe trying to be very realistic, but try to avoid manipulation. Like I said, you're still going to have that sleight of hands for people in that Neptune energy going on. But this is kind of like, I don't want you to see this. We're going to have a lot of Pisces energy of like, I want you to look here, but I'm doing something over here, and all of this deceptive energy coming up. So know that this is going to be, this December 6th is going to be like, wow, this is really some strange energy for us to work through. It really is, yet at the same time, it's going to be great. Once we get through it, we're going to feel so much better. Also on December 6th, we have Mercury entering the sign of Capricorn. Our planet of communication, which is Mercury, goes into Capricorn to rest there for quite a while, not only through the rest of December 2022, but into January 2023 and beyond just a little bit. This is going to be kind of bringing up our upcoming retrograde cycle for Mercury. This is going to be kind of our remainder of 2022 is going to be in Mercury in retrograde, which can add a little bit a level of weird communications to our gatherings, our family events, that sort of thing at the end of the year. Is all of this holiday, Christmas, I can't think of any of the others. Hold on. Hanukkah. Those are things, like all of these energies are going to be affecting this time frame. And so make sure that you are very practical, that you are very focusing on what is important to you. This is like time to focus on your business at this time frame, your career, pressing engagements, responsibilities in your home and your family with everybody going on. So make sure that you're ready for this energy to kind of affect us for quite a while. Let's go into December 7th. We have our full moon in the sign of Gemini. Our full moon is all about kind of bringing up stuff from the past that we're ready to let go of, kind of one of those things that we're ready to let go of. During this anxious full moon energy, because we're going to be kind of like just thinking about like last week or last month, we're going to be thinking about all of 2022. What could we have fixed or changed or modified and we didn't take the advantage of it? Kind of reflecting, and it can also bring up anger for people, revenge for people. It can bring out a lot of love, a lot of light. It just really depends on what your 2022 year looked like for you. And a lot of times when people are angry or vengeful at someone else, it really should be pointed to themselves. It shouldn't be pointed to someone else. I will tell you that that's kind of one of those great energies that a lot of times, like, we don't want to point it at us, so we're going to point it at someone else. And so a lot of times you may see this anger come up of kind of bringing over the next few days, kind of bringing up this energy of it's not me, it's someone else. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this part. So make sure that it's one of those that you're not putting your anger, your frustration, or your vengefulness on someone else, because that karma is going to bite. Definitely. Also on December 7th, we have our sun in the sign of Sagittarius in opposition to Mars in Gemini. And oppositions are all about two planets that are kind of pulling tug of war, kind of like which one's going to win on this part, kind of like where are we going to go in this. So our sun represents our ego, kind of like where do we want to go. And like I said so many times, like Sagittarius is all over this. This is kind of our archer's arrow, kind of bringing in friendly open-mindedness, but it's also going to be showing you where you want to go, that focus of energy really quick. So that is coming in, our ego's being focused and friendly and kind of opening up to people, but it could also kind of shoot those arrows of like, shoom, here we go. in opposition to Mars, which is our planet of aggression and activation and motion, in the sign of Gemini, which is all about communication. So kind of bringing this aspect in together. This is going to be kind of bringing out an aggressive, very competitive energy, causing hurt feelings and conflict, especially when it comes to like people that have authority over us, or we feel like we should be in charge, kind of that ego energy, like I should be the one who's in charge, you shouldn't be in charge, I should be in charge. And this is a good idea to really think before we open our mouths, because we could get into lots of trouble, especially with Mars in the sign of Gemini. We get like angry and we want to lash out at someone, but sometimes it's time to kind of take a step back and kind of really think about this energy for us. Next, December 9th, we have Venus in the sign of Sagittarius squaring off against Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. Venus, our planet of love, of communication, of not communication, but kind of completing things, and kind of detail oriented, kind of like saying that we've something that we've had on our heart for a while. In the sign of Sagittarius, that friendly, open-minded, kind of like very driven or focused energy. Squaring off, the square is kind of like making each side stronger, kind of pushing us into some new energies in this area. And Jupiter is our planet of expansion, growth, luck, bringing these new energies in the sign of Pisces, which is all about kind of that flow of energy, but it can also bring in a very imaginative or very compassionate or oversensitive energy to us. That oversensitive energy is what we may be dealing with today. This is a great day to socialize, make fun, have new friends, kind of open up to new energies. And this is a great day to kind of overindulge and kind of really allow us to kind of take a day off of self-discipline, kind of a day off for other things, but then also kind of allowing that imagination to flow for us. Kind of where are we going in this energy, kind of opening up to that energy. Also on December 9th, we have Venus entering the sign of Capricorn. So Venus, our planet of love, detail-oriented, focused energy, is in the sign of Capricorn. And this is all about kind of our practical side, our ambition, our masterful things that we want to kind of take over, kind of like I want to take over this project, I want to take over this, I want to really finish the decorating or whatever it is people are going to want to be taking over today. And so this is kind of a time to get very serious about financial things, business things. Kind of this is a great thing to kind of think about our finances in 2023, our business ideas for 2023. When our lovely Venus enters the practical sign of Capricorn, we will all tend to have value in loyalty and responsibility, maturity, and moreover, kind of this is coming over for the next 4 weeks of just like this amazing energy of coming in, kind of opening up to what's coming up next, kind of open up to that energy. Next, we have on December 12th, our 12/12 energy portal. I just finished the video on that. It's going to be amazing, and it's opening up for the next kind of 12 days. So this is kind of that amazing energy of opening up to this energy of what do we want to bring in, reactivating our DNA, kind of like bringing in a lot of healed energy, a lot of focused energy, where we want to go. And it's also right around, we just had our full moon in the sign of Gemini, and so that may also bring in some things that we're kind of ready to let go of. So you may see some people kind of communicating that, like, I'm ready to let this go, I'm ready to release all of this energy. This is going to be a great time. Let's see. Next, also on December 12th, we have our Sun in Sagittarius sextile Saturn in Aquarius. Remember, sextiles are all about pushing each other, cheering each other on, and creating great opportunities on both sides of this. Our Sun is our ego, and our Sagittarius, of course, is our friendly, open-minded, very focused energy with that arrow. Here we go. And this is going to be opening up, sextiling Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Saturn is our planet of infrastructure and structure and infrastructure. How are we going to restructure things? This is also going to be in the sign of Aquarius. So this is kind of bringing up how are we going to restructure? How are we going to structure things differently? Our foundation, how are we going to change, upgrade? And it's going to be kind of upgrading in things that we thought we were going this direction, then like, here we go, another total different direction. Like, oh my gosh, I had no idea about any of this. This can be that really amazing energy coming in of like making new decisions, making new energy, changing what we thought we knew, and all of a sudden here we thought we were going in this direction and now we're going completely opposite. Yeah. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.